Shalom Yasharallah once again. Shalom. Once again, welcome to another edition of T.E.O.E.W.A.W.K.I News and Prophecy, right? T.E.O.E.W.A.W.K.I means the end of Esau's world as we know it, and we're constantly waiting for this devil's downfall so that the kingdom of our Lord Yahweh may come, which is the kingdom of Jacob, our holy kingdom, right? And but before the kingdom of the Lord comes, this devil has to fall. Okay, so that's what we constantly waiting for, and trust me, he is falling. Okay, there's a lot of things happening that we don't see, we don't hear about. The Lord is working. Okay, we know this devil's economy. Okay, which is the bloodstream of a nation. Its wealth, right? It's failing, right? This kingdom, this fake kingdom, is based upon falsehood. Its economy is false. It's not based upon, God, the Most High's money, what we call God's money, which is gold and silver. It's not based on that. It used to be. It's not no more. And it's a fiat currencies based system, and you had different kingdoms before, like the Weimar Republic. Look that up. And you had other nations that had fiat currency based economies that failed. They failed, and they failed big. When they fall hard, and that's what's coming, man. And that's what we foresee coming. This next coming year, 2026, because they've been planning to crash the economy for a long time. They're doing it gradually, okay? So people don't, so there won't be any like civil war or panic and stuff. But it's happening. People, you have economists. There are constantly, you got Mike Maloney from the, what is that, Gold and Silver? goldensilver.com or silverandgold.com, I forget. It's Mike. Just look up Mike Maloney on YouTube, and Peter Schiff. Okay, you got the what is that? The I believe it's called ITF funding. You got different podcasts that go into this, and they see it. They see it loud and clear, and they hedge themselves with gold and silver. But you see, what they don't know is gold and silver is not gonna save you. You gotta hedge yourself with the real treasures, and which is believing in Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Those are the real reserves, the real treasures that are protected. Okay, or let me say, you have to treasure your faith in Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, because they are the ones who will deliver you. Okay, when like Gerald, you got Gerald Celente. That's another one. He has a saying: when all else fails, we go to war. You got, and that dude, he's a Jake. That dude, he's awake to what the fuck is going on, man. He be pissed. I mean, his delivery is kind of straightforward. It's kind of, you may laugh. You be like, damn, this dude. But he's passionate because he remembers a time when it was just a little better. It was still, he was still living under a messed up economy, but it was just a little better from what we got today, right? Give me a second. Let me drink my morning tea. Yeah, man. So my morning tea consists of water, cayenne pepper. Normally I do a shot of apple cider vinegar, but I didn't do it today in the rush to go to work. But yup. And then you got like these juices, these like fruit juices by a company known as I believe it's called Lakewood. and I put aloe vera gel juice that we get from this store in New York. It's sort of like a miniature Whole Foods. I won't be surprised if I found out that Whole Foods owned them. And I put cayenne pepper. I think I said that. And then the majority of it is just water. But you know, it's good, man. It's kind of, you know, wakes me up. It hydrates me. And I'm good to go, man. Anyway, all right. So anyway, I'm gonna. If I didn't say it already, I'm your bishop teacher Sapa Run, and this is another T.E.O.E.W.A.W.K.I News&Prophecy. Yeah, I said that. Excuse me. I am your bishop teacher Sapa Run, and what we're gonna do is go into Psalms 81 now. Okay, Psalms 81.
Psalm 81 to the chief musician upon Gittith, a psalm of Asaph. Sing aloud unto God our strength, make a joyful noise unto the God of Jacob. Take a psalm and bring hither the timbrel, the pleasant harp with the...
Notice I said the God of Jacob. It didn't say the God of Esau. Okay? What Christians would say, oh no, he's the God of all nations. Well, in a way you're right, yeah. Because he created all nations. And ultimately, all nations will bow to the Father Yahweh and his only begotten Son Yahushua he gave power to. But just because he's God over all nations, that doesn't mean that he loved all nations. Understand? So we did that lesson yesterday, me and Apostle Gabar, and we were going into Malachi, the first chapter. And Malachi, the first chapter alone breaks it all down for you. That the Most High hates Esau, Edom, man. Okay? The Lord hates the heathen, the other nations. The Lord hates, and he created them. That's the way he set it up. But he loves Jacob. He loves the nation of Israel, okay? Forever. Now he was angry with Jake, okay? He was angry and upset, and that anger, and that little bit of anger he had towards us, boy. Woo! It was fiery. The hell that we had to endure, that we had to go through. Okay? Yeah, man. So, but now we are back in his good graces. Why? Because we're coming back to him, to his holy word, to recognizing and knowing who we are. Okay? We are the Lord's chosen few, man. And it's incredible, man, the amount of Israelites that are out there in this day and age, and they don't know who the hell they are, man. But because it's the Lord's choosing, you know? He has his elect, and it's a beautiful thing. And I pray that and I'm sure you brothers and you sisters also, you pray that you'll be a part of that number, man, in the day when he comes to bring vengeance upon this devil. Okay, when he comes to bring salvation to the elect of the nation of Israel, okay? You want to be a part of that number, man. All right, let's go.
Psaltery. Blow up the trumpet in the new moon, in the time appointed, on our solemn feast day. For this was a statute for Israel, and a law of the God of Jacob. This he ordained in Joseph for a testimony when he went out through the land of Egypt, where I heard a language that I understood not. I removed his shoulder from the birth. Yeah,
a language that he understood not, the Egyptian language. But this is kind of like prophetic, because this is kind of like here in America, you know? A language that we understood not. When we came over here as slaves, we didn't understand this devil's language, the English, right? Yep. So when Ephraim when Judah came over here to the Americas, they didn't understand this devil's language. It had to be beaten into us because we spoke, well, Ephraim spoke Spanish, but going back to the days of the Taínos, the Arawak, the Taínos, the Arawak and the Taínos, right? They spoke Hebrew. You had the Saboni tribes, okay, that Esau, Edom encountered when they came over here. They spoke Hebrew, or a broken version of it, at least, okay. But they ain't speak no Spanish and English, you know, prior to Esau conquering our people.
His hands were delivered from the pots. Thou calledst in trouble, and I delivered thee. I answered thee in the secret place of thunder. I proved thee at the waters of Meribah. Selah. Hear, O my people, and I will testify unto thee, O Israel.
Hear, O my people, and I will testify unto thee. Who's the Lord's people? He only got one people, and that's the nation of Israel, his chosen people, his beloved. Okay?
Israel, if thou wilt hearken unto me, there shall no strange God be in thee, neither shalt thou worship any strange God. I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt. Open thy mouth wide, and I will fill it. But my people would not hearken to my voice, and Israel would none of me. So I gave them up unto their own heart's lust, and they walked in their own counsels. Oh, that my people had hearkened unto me, and Israel had walked in my ways. I should soon have subdued their enemies and turned my hand against their adversaries. The haters of the Lord should have submitted themselves unto him, but their time should have endured forever. He should have fed them also with the finest of the wheat, and with honey out of the rock should I have satisfied thee. Psalm 8.
Okay, so that's the end. That's the end to that, you know. And we're gonna stop here. I want to say Baruch Hu to all you brothers and sisters of the household of faith. Keep the faith. Stay strong. Pray unto the Lord, the God, the power of faith, that He strengthen your faith and give you more faith in these last days. Be patient and wait and see what the Lord's gonna bring. Okay, for us, man. For the faithful of Israel, man. So with that, I'm going to say Shalom, Baruch Hu. May you have a blessed day. Keep your eyes open. And till next time, Shalom.